last week my cousin Damien and his wife Jodie visited from Sydney. First place we went was Fir Park for the Motherwell Celtic game. Freezing cold, but the result warmed us up. Next day was Hogmanay, so went into Glasgow, West End through Kelvin Grove. Then we brought in the bells at our local pub. Headed off on our world tour of the Highlands, stopping first at Inveruglas and Loch Lomond, followed by lunch at the Drovers, where we met the Big Bear, still in his festive best. Then on to Loch Tula viewpoint, got some good photos. On to Glenettive, where Damien recreated the famous Daniel Craig pose in Skyfall. Jodie hailed her first bit of proper Scottish snow, then on to Buccleuch Moor, and we got some photos with that iconic mountain in the background. We went on to the meeting of the Three Waters, but starting to get dark, so we headed to the Clackegg, where we were staying that night. Had a couple of drinks, Damien had a wee Goldie, and we ordered up some food, and yes, that is haggis, napes and tatties, you can see. Next morning, the weather was spectacular with a fresh dusting of snow, so went back to see the Three Sisters and got some great photos that will live long in the memory. Then it was off to the base of Ben Nevis, which is probably the closest I'll ever get to the top of it. Then onto the Commando Memorial at Speen Bridge, which I always find really emotional, but got a lovely view of Ben Nevis from there. Went to Urquhart Castle, got a view of Loch Ness, and then Damien bought the best t-shirt I've ever seen. Then it was on to Culloden, where we spent a good hour walking about the battlefield. Here's a wee Outlander nod for you. And this is the Jacobite front line. Jodie ticked off one of her bucket lists, which was seeing a real Heelan coup. Then we visited the Tomatin Distillery for a wee nip or two of whiskey. And then it was on to Aviemore, where we stayed 2 nights at Sweeney 1. Easily one of the best places in town, I think. Next morning we walked to the Green Loch, where I stupidly forgot that it was going to be frozen solid and not remotely green, as you can see here. But it was a lovely walk anyway with all the snow and the trees. Then we took the funicular to the top of Cairngorm, where we were treated to a whiteout with 0 views, but we did enjoy a bowl of the world's most expensive soup at £7 a go. £7, seriously? The views in the car park more than made up for it though, and then on the way back down we stopped and stood in the frozen Loch Morlich. Gorgeous. Cocktails and dinner at the Ballavulin, where Damien really enjoyed his Highlander pizza. Even worked some of it off by making a snow angel. Next morning we headed back south, stopping firstly at Stirling Castle. Really enjoyed it and well worth the £20 ticket price. Lots to see inside, including the Grand Hall, where King Damien and Queen Jodie were holding court. Then it was a quick stop at Bannockburn, just as the sun was going down, so got this really good shot of the Bruce statue. And then we ended the day at the Kelpies, which we all loved. Our last trip was to New Lanark and the Falls of Clyde, where we managed to negotiate some pretty icy paths, pretty funny but also scary as well. And Obi and Solo got to have some puppuccinos. It was a brilliant trip. I'm gutted to see the guys go, but I'm hopeful they'll be back soon so I can show them more of Scotland.